Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry I haven't posted a video in quite a while. Been pretty busy this summer working on my house. Anyways, take you outside, show you what's going on. So I'm up here at the snow park on the San Am Pass. This camper locked up. We come up to go grooming and just stay the night. See, it's snowing pretty good. Been up here for a couple hours and it's already snowed 2-3 inches, so it's about almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm gonna go inside and do the pre-check on the Snowcat and go out and groom some snowmobile trails. So pretty windy out too. Show you what we got for Snowcats. So this is our PV100. That ends off. It's our PV100. It's 2021. This is our newest cat. It is a Piston Bully 400. It's a 2023. Just got this in this winter. We're gonna take the 100 out tonight, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my pre-check on the cat, check all the fluids and oils, check all the hardware and stuff. I guess I can kind of give you a walkthrough what I do. So I always check the engine oil, which is right there, and then the coolant level, which is right up inside that hole there. It might be hard for you to see. Make sure everything's topped off, and then the hydraulic, which is on the other side. Well, maybe, oh, it's in the back on this one. That's right. Right there. Which looks good, so go ahead and get this pre-check done, and then I get the cat fired up. And then I walk around and I check everything out on the cat as far as, all your bolts and hoses and everything are tight. Check your tracks, all your bogey wheels. Make sure you ain't missing any bolts. Inspect your final drives, that's your final drive with the sprocket that turns the track. Inspect the tiller and all that good stuff. So make sure everything's good to go. All right, bring you back here shortly. All right, so we got the oil and everything checked. I'll go ahead and fire this cat up. Got the key on. Let her warm up. Get my lights turned on, check all my lights while I do my other pre-check. Make sure everything is good to go. I got to get all my cat documented. I got a form I got to fill out online. It's got all your cat information on it, hours and mileage and stuff like that. So get all that filled out, and then we'll get rocking and rolling. Alright guys, got you set up here on the dash. Probably not the best view, but it's snowing so hard I can't put the camera outside. So first thing, we got this is our ramp to get up onto the trail, and it's the snow plows and stuff coming through. It's been bermed up, so we'll have to cut this out. Pretty easy snow to groom here. Nice powder on top. Leaves some nice corduroy. It's pretty wet. It's only like 32 degrees out, so the snow's really wet right now. You see it just wants to kind of ball up. Call it mashed potatoes. Yeah, bring it back a little bit. Alright guys, checking in with you again. Sorry I can't turn the camera around. It takes two hands to operate this cast, so I can't hold the camera in. It's starting to get dark now. Just cruising along. It's 30 degrees out. It did rain all day yesterday, and so the snow is super wet. You really can't do much blading because it just turns into big snowballs and tries to roll off the blade. So you just pretty much just running it over. And when I do see some big whoops or something, I will try to cut those out. But with these conditions, can't do much. The snow doesn't want to cooperate. So just cruising along here. Gonna do about probably 20-25 miles tonight. Yeah, and it's a lot easier to groom at night too with the lights. They really illuminate the low spots, the shadows, or give you shadows so you can kind of see where they're at. But yeah, it's a good time. I enjoy doing this. Alright guys, stop, take a break here. Still just chugging along. I don't know if you can see that. It says it's like 32 degrees outside. It's just warmed up a little because we dropped some elevation. But it's kind of borderline to be grooming right now. I'll take you outside and show you around. Snow's really wet. Hopefully you can hear me. We've got about, I don't know, a good 4 inches of fresh snow on top. Really can't blade much right now because it's just so wet. It just rolls up, sticks to everything. Here's the cat. You kind of look back here at the tiller. Kind of see it's the corduroy's not perfect just because the snow's so wet and it doesn't really want to lay down nice. It wants to clump up. But yeah, we're just cruising along here. So we're at about 5,000 feet in elevation. It's supposed to rain tomorrow too, or later tonight I think. It's supposed to warm up again. But yeah, I really enjoy coming out here and doing this. It's a good time. I ride snowmobiles up here a lot too. I usually come up and ride. And then I'll go out and groom afterwards. Usually come up, bring my camper up, stay the night. But yeah, we're just gonna keep cruising on down the trail here, making it a lot nicer for the people that like to ride the trails. I personally like getting off trail and riding the deep powder, so that's why I didn't even bring my snowmobile, because snow's not that great. It's kind of hard to see way out there where there's a pretty good sized mountain right there you can climb up. Alright, we'll jump back in the cat here and keep grooming. Alright, show you a few more things. Controls. A lot of this down here. Turn signals. That's to tighten your tracks up. That's your float mode on your blade. These are all your different light options. Heaters for the windshield wipers. This up here is for your tiller. That's your arm button for your tiller. Park and brake. Controls for the cat and the heat and stuff. This is your joystick here. Got a lot of buttons for operating the blade. Pull it. It's got two options. You pull straight back, it'll lift your blade, and then you kind of half brake it, and it'll curl the blade, curl it back, or you can rotate it to twist your blade. There's some buttons on the back you can push to curl your wings out, curl your wings in, both sides. I like to run my wings out as far as I can, that way it gives a nice spot for the tiller to lay down in. Over here is your controls. I know it's kind of hard to see, but these are your sticks that control your tracks. Your left track, your right track. Push them forward is how you go, and then if you pull them back is reverse, obviously. But yeah, that's kind of the operation of the Cat. If you guys like this video or have some questions or something, just let me know. I can do some more videos on it. This is pretty much what I do in the winter time. Been grooming for, God, I think it's been 7 years now. I usually groom on Saturdays. I'll come up and ride in the daytime and then go groom at night. I like to groom at night just because it's the weekends and there's less people on the trails, and it's a lot easier to groom at night too. You can see better. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll try to answer them for you. Thanks. Alright, we're cruising up. This is what we call the Sand Mountain Trail. Basically cut up the side of a mountain on the edge of it. It's pretty much straight off on the right hand side, pretty steep on the left, so most of the time we just track pack up this, meaning we don't have the tiller down. We just run the Cat up, get to the top, turn around, and then till it on the way back down. But since the snow's so wet, I'm just going to go ahead and till it both ways. Maybe make it look a little better. Our snowpack up here volunteered to do this work. This is all volunteer work. We groom up here with both cats. Basically, pretty much 7 days a week if the conditions are right, if it's cold enough or not raining. But it's all volunteer work, so I run it on Saturdays. Summertime, help do maintenance on the cat. We detract the cats, pull the tracks off, the tillers off, service them all, change all the fluids, do any repairs that need to be done. And we also, in the summertime, will go and do trail maintenance. So, as you well know, these trails will get overgrown. So we're out here with chainsaws and pole saws, trimming trees back. And usually the first couple trips out in the winter time too, you're cutting a lot of trees out of the trails. Or after a big storm. So there's always something to do. But I enjoy it, it gives me something to do. But yeah, you can see like here on the right hand side, the snowbank, so that's how much we've cut into it. I mean, that's not quite 4 feet, but pretty close to it. And when it snows really hard and the wind's blowing, it'll pretty much cover this whole road up, even with the bank on the right side. So it usually got to bring the 400 up here and cut this trail, or cut this trail back in, because it gets there's so much snow piled up on it. And it takes the big cat to really move it all. Just turn your blade, roll it off the edge of the road. Try to keep the trail as flat as you can, because these cats go uphill and downhill just fine. They don't like side hilling too much. They will slide if you get them off too far off camber. Yeah, it's a good time. I enjoy it. So we'll continue on here. Yeah, so getting down towards the end of the sand mountain here, this is where I was track packing at the bottom and then decided to start tilling. Usually I till about anywhere from 5 to 6 miles an hour. It just depends on the snow conditions. If it's real icy or the snow's real wet, you've got to go a little slower, give that tiller time to process the snow. If it's just straight up, powder, tons of powder, you can go a lot faster. Most of the work with these cats is done with the blade. You see the snow's getting better. It's starting to roll now a little. It's still pretty wet though. But you're basically cutting the flatness of the trail in with your blade, and then the tiller's finishing it. But you've gotta put your blade down and cut all the whoops out. Make a nice flat surface for that tiller to sit down in. Otherwise, it'll just kind of bridge across and won't till everything. See, the snow's kind of getting wet. We're down here towards the bottom. But what you're doing is you're just curling your blade. Try not to lift it up and down. You just curl it forward, start cutting, curl it forward, cut, keep curling it back and forth. And that's how you get the nice flat trails. Cut all the whoops out basically. Yeah, almost back to where we turned off, so bring you back again here in a little bit. Alright, so we're back off of Sand Mountain. I just turned off, back onto the trail, and then I backed up, and this is what we call tying in the trail. So we just back up and run the tiller back or on up. Basically, to where you hit your corduroy again. Drop your tiller. start grooming. You see those little piles on each side of the tracks there? That's from the tiller wings. And off we go. Alright, we stopped here again, taking a break, getting something to drink. Snow's let up a little, it's still snowing. According to the cat, it says it's 33 degrees. It's usually a little cooler than what the cat says. It picks up some of the heat off the cat. But I've been out grooming after big storms, not in this cat particular, but the 400, our old 400, where it was so deep that, you know, driving through the snow with the blade up, there's no way you could tell. You just had to track pack, but there was snow halfway up these windows, halfway up the windshield. I mean, the cat was just swimming in that snow, and you pretty much gotta track pack it at least once, sometimes twice, but most time just once. Pack that snow down so you'll run it over, track pack it, and then you got to turn around and then till it with the groomer. But that's fun when it's like that. That's really exciting to show you out the window. I mean, when it gets good grooming, you won't even see those tracks. They'll be just under the snow. That's easy grooming. It's fun. Yeah, just getting something to drink here. Grab a bite to eat. Usually like to groom, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours, and stop, take a 10-minute break or so, get something to eat. Haven't seen anyone out on the trails. It's pretty quiet tonight. It was storming pretty good, so most people up here today riding probably got drenched and left early is my guess. That's why I didn't even bring my sled up today, because I knew the conditions were bad. Super wet snow, and you just get drenched. So anyways, finish taking my break here, and then we'll get heading down the trail. Alright, back on the main road. This is actually a paved road. It's closed during the winter for snowmobiles. There's actually a lake over here on the right side, a bunch of campgrounds. So this is the road to access that. Yeah, it's warming up. It says it's 34 degrees right now, so I'm actually heading back towards the shelter. The weather's not wanting to cooperate. So we'll head back to the shelter, get the cat fueled up, do the checkoff sheet, and go over a few more things with you guys. I'll probably get back to the parking lot, the snowmobile staging area, and I'll clean up all the ramps and stuff, just because the plows, ODOT plows have come through and plowed the parking lots and made all the ramps pretty much destroyed them all. So we'll go through and clean all those up so people can get their snowmobiles up onto the snowpack. So we'll see you guys here in a minute. Alright guys, we're back in the cat shed. Got the cat fueled up. Got most of the snow cleaned off. Warmed up. It was like 34 degrees. So I headed back in. Did 18 miles, burned 16.5 gallons of fuel, diesel fuel. So that's all we're gonna groom for tonight. So everything worked good, just a little too warm out. So anyways, I'm gonna finish up in here, get the lights turned off, and go head out to the camper and probably watch a movie, make some dinner, and probably pick you guys up in the morning. So thanks for tuning in. Hey guys, just downloading some footage here on the computer. So the reason I haven't posted any videos in, like, God, it's been 5 or 6 months. So I did a bunch of, basically redid the entire outside of my house. I put a new roof on, new fascia, new gutters, 8 new windows, a new sliding glass door, front entry doors, side garage entry door, new siding. What else did I do? Had a bunch of water damage that I had to repair before I put the siding on. Redid my back fence. So I pretty much spent all summer just working on the outside of my house. That's why I didn't really post any, well, that's why I didn't post any videos. So anyways, just wanted to kind of give you an update on that. If you like the video, please subscribe and hit that like button. Appreciate it. Thank you. Good morning. It's the next morning. Did warm up quite a bit last night. We're at 36 degrees. The wind was blowing pretty good last night. Pretty good wind gusts. Blew all the snow and stuff off the trees. So all cleaned up here in the camper. Gonna go ahead and head outside and get the truck warmed up and get ready to hit the road. Just kind of show you around what it looks like outside too. It's still a little breezy, but as you can see, it's all the snow's melted off the trees. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Try to get to posting videos on a regular basis again, weather permitting. So once again, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.